Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Walker will fire. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Pitt! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That's reeled in. It's Cook. There it got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Hit right back to the line. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. White going to attack through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Power football with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Braswell. Touchdown, Orange! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Quarterback gets the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Walker to throw. A little release to the back. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Braswell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. White wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pitt pushing the pace.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Walker will fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. White going to attack through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They send the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
White wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Braswell. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're testing the right side here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Walker to throw. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Oh, they're after him! Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On the run, it's Goff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
White going to attack through the air. It's complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs, man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, what a move. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Hit right back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jensen. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that first down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short day. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Walker will fire. Quickly complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? time just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
There he goes! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Courtney. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Syracuse. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Panthers want to move quickly. Motion from the wideout. Walker to throw. Using the quick game. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 31. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. White wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He'll work his way down to the 28. Pitt pushing the pace. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Walker will fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Syracuse, 42, Pitt, 21.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Walker to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
It's complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Panthers will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Waste of time.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Walker will fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw again. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gonna run it. It's Braswell. Breaks into the open.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.